Hey, what's up guys? TBL here.
And Jin.
And as you can see, we're doing something a little bit different today, a little bit out of the ordinary. Now, as you guys know, in my last video, I asked you guys what type of games you'd like to see in upcoming videos. Call of Duty Ghosts itself is getting a little bit tired, a little bit boring to produce with.
But game sucks.
Yeah, you heard it right from him. He's not a fan of Call of Duty Ghosts. But anyway, so I really wanted to get you guys' opinions on what types of games you'd love to see in upcoming videos. And you guys really, wow, you really did respond pretty well to that. I got a ton of suggestions from you guys in the comments of that video. And a good thing is, most of the games you guys suggested, I actually have. Which brings us to what we're doing right here. This is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. It's one of the games that was requested in the previous video, and oh man, total jackpot. I love Monster Hunter. I have sunk more than 500 hours into this game, so it's definitely one I like playing, and I would love to make more videos of it. So if you're into Monster Hunter, well, you're in luck, because that's what you're going to be seeing on this video today. Now, for those of you who don't know, Monster Hunter is a third-person action RPG of sorts, where you, as a monster hunter, basically hunt down large-scale monsters to defeat them, kill them, and harness resources from them that you use to create weapons and armor, which will in turn allow you to fight even stronger monsters. Now, that's just a really basic rundown. It's a super fantastic game. It's made by Capcom, and this is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the Wii U. Probably one of the best games on the system. Now, we are already in an online lobby. That's my good buddy, actually my little brother, GenX100, as Rion there, and I'm good old TBL, and we are going to be doing the mission Rathalos Alert. This is a G-rank mission where you fight basically this series' flagship monster, the Rathalos. It's a super awesome fire dragon for those who are the Monster Hunter uninitiated. Our basic mission in this is to, oh well, and there we go. So I wound up spawning right in front of the Rathalos. For those who might not understand, generally in this game, when you start a mission, you spawn in a camp area. But when you reach G rank, which is like super high rank questing against some of the strongest monsters that are out there, it'll spawn you in random areas. And this time it decided to spawn me right in front of the Rathalos, so, well, for better or for worse, we are starting this thing off. Now, before I go any further, I just flash-bombed this thing. I am going to have to apologize for those of you who aren't too into Monster Hunter. I'm going to be doing a couple of things that you might not really understand what's going on, but I'm not really going to have much time to explain it because I am playing this right now and I kind of don't want to get distracted and, oh, gotta get out the corner, and that's why. But I'm not going to be able to explain some of the more detailed aspects, but basically right there, when you hit a Rathalos, or rather any monster enough, it goes into rage mode. And each monster goes into rage mode in a specific way. The Rathalos here will roar, shoot a fireball, and then fly into the sky. And since he always follows that pattern, I time it so that after he shoots the fireball, I toss a flash bomb out there which stuns him in the sky and drops him back down to the ground. Now, since Rathalos are they're prone to doing that quite often, I try to keep flash bombs handy so that I can catch them every time they go into the air. It just basically lets you get a couple of free hits on the monster while it's sitting on the ground confused as to its life and what's happening to it. Now, anyway, Monster Hunter, this game series boasts a ton of weapon types, and I tried to give you a good little look right there, but I am using the dual sword class. This is a hyper-offensive class that really centers around dealing as much damage as possible and just not getting hit. It really fits my playstyle of trying to stay on the move, but if you're going to be playing this class and you're going to be, here we go, Rathalos is going back into rage mode, and see if I can catch him with another flash bomb, and victory. Anyway, you got to be ready for that. But anyway, if you're going to be playing as a dual sword user, you have no means of defending yourself. You don't have a shield, so you can't block attacks. So what you really have to do is learn monster attack patterns so that you can dodge them effectively. Seriously, it's kind of like Way of the Ninja. Get hit, don't be seen, don't get touched. Now, what else should I explain? Oh, the armor set I'm using is called the Helios set. There you go. Kind of looks like a sort of an Egyptian, sort of Anubis water theme, which is basically exactly what it is. I'm not going to spend too much time explaining the skills that I have on this armor set, because once again, for the Monster Hunter uninitiated, armor, you can mix and match armor any way you choose, so you can choose to wear an entire monster set, or, bounce back and forth between different pieces. But armor gives you specific skills that give you all kinds of abilities in battle, and see if we can catch him with a demon combo. But it would take way too long to explain all the skills I have on this thing and what they do, so I'm just going to try to focus on fighting here. Rathalos is going right back into rage mode. See, I was not kidding about how often this thing rages. So you've definitely got to be ready for that. Now the weapons I am using are it's called Bushido. It's actually a DLC weapon. It is a special class of dual swords that boasts really high attack power, a defense boost, which is really unusual, and best of all in my opinion, when you awaken the weapon and unlock its hidden element, it grants slime damage. Which, no, we aren't talking Secret of the Ooze, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle slime. We're talking about an explosive slime that, hold on. When I get up close, I'm pretty sure you've noticed it, but when I hit the Rathalos, you'll see kind of flashes of green and yellow and then intense red. That represents slime damage. It's a stackable effect that you build up on a monster by hitting it with a slime-imbued weapon. And it moves in a sort of a ranking from green, where it's the slime hasn't built up too much. Let's see if we can catch him again. This will be a great opportunity to show you. But there we go. Green into yellow into red. When it gets to red, like what you're seeing right now, those intense red flashes, that means it's about to cause an explosion. And this explosion deals massive damage to the monster. It staggers the monster and will oftentimes cause it to fall down or at least lurch back. It's a super cool effect that's actually brand new to the Monster Hunter series, and it's probably makes for one of my favorite weapon classes, or rather weapon effect / status classes. At the very least, it certainly makes Bushido an excellent weapon to behold. So anyways, I think that's quite enough about my current loadout. Looks like the Rathalos is leaving the area, so we're going to have to follow him around. But if you guys have any other questions about my loadout, or maybe about weapons and armor skill sets, or maybe you're not a Monster Hunter player, you'd like a little more explanation, feel free to ask me in the comment section, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Whew, well, that kind of felt like a mouthful. Anyway, so while we try to hunt this thing down and, put it down for good, I really don't want this video to go on too long. And if you aren't prepared for some of these hunts, they can definitely last the upwards of 30 to 45 minutes. Ain't nobody got time for that. So now we caught the Rathalos, gonna try to stop him from eating that poor Aptonaut there and regaining his stamina. But anyways, this pretty much brings me, I know, great segue, right? Don't make fun of me. This brings me to kind of not so much a question, but the topic that I wanted to talk about in this video, and that is news straight out of YouTube's creative camp that they are finally going to start supporting, that was a poorly timed dodge, thank goodness he didn't go rushing at me again. But anyway, they are going to finally start natively supporting 48 to 60 frame per second videos. There was a report made about this last Thursday, I do believe, and oh man, I could not stop rejoicing. It might not mean a lot to most people, but I'm a bit of a quality buff. I really harp over video quality, and I like to play most of my games and record most of my gameplay footage in about 60 frames per second. And it always bummed me out that YouTube didn't natively support that frame rate. I really do think games are at their most beautiful when you can run them, full screen, 1920 by 1080 or whatever resolution you run out in a full 60 frames per second. You guys might have seen some of my Mario Kart videos I have uploaded in sort of a backdoor way to, I can't believe that actually caught him. I kind of threw that flash bomb to the side. But sort of a backdoor's way to get YouTube to trick YouTube into running videos at 60 frames per second, but it's not really optimized. So the basic news coming out of this is that YouTube will finally start natively supporting this frame rate, which really good news for gamers, I have to say. Now they have started rolling this out, I guess in kind of droves. There's only about 3 videos on YouTube right now that actually support it. And one of them is a TitanFall video, the other one's the trailer for Battlefield Hardline, and the third one I can't quite remember. But the Hardline trailer and the Titanfall gameplay look amazing. Of course, YouTube always kind of downgrades quality whenever you upload any kind of video to it, but it looks so fluid, it looks so smooth. I really can't wait for YouTube itself to roll this out for all channels. I can guarantee you guys are going to be getting a lot more videos from me when that happens. Now, moving on, the only other thing I really remember from that report is that YouTube is now also going to start supporting, I guess, channel-based crowdfunding, which is basically like YouTube's attempt at a donation system from fans to YouTube content creators. Which I'd imagine it works like this. If you have a channel that you like, you'll finally be able to directly donate to that channel. I'm not quite sure of all the details yet, but YouTube is rolling that out, and thank goodness I didn't get stomped on there. I'm getting a little bit low on health. I'm not too worried, but I would have been in maybe bad shape. Oh, thank you very much, Jen.
You're welcome.
Nice save from the little bro there, but YouTube is rolling out this donation system in sort of a beta format, where you generally have to sign your name and your channel up and ask to be included in the program. I'll leave a link to all of this and the news articles themselves in the description box below. Feel free to check that out if it's something you guys are interested in. Alright, so bringing my focus back to the hunt here. I have no idea how much health this thing has left, but we've been wailing on it for... Whoa, that was way too close. That guy took down the tree. Nice. But we have been wailing on this thing for quite some time, so I can't imagine he's going to be sticking around too much longer. And yep, there we go. I think I just saw drool dripping from his mouth. That is a telltale sign that a monster is out of stamina, so let's see if he's sitting still here, and then we're going to drop a pitfall trap. Pitfall traps are great for when you're either trying to capture monsters or keep them in place for a while, but they work especially well when a monster is out of stamina like the Rathalos is, because it means you'll be able to keep them in the trap for an extremely long amount of time and just wail on this thing. So I'm going to do every single combo in the book and see if we can wrap this up in a timely fashion. This thing's going to be breaking out soon, so we can see if we can... Oh, and there we go, objective completed. That's it, folks. We have taken down the G-ranked Rathalos. So we're going to go ahead and start carving. See, and this is what happens when you defeat a monster in this game. You basically get to go up and carve materials from it that you then use to make more weapons and more armor. Alright, I think this took about 10 minutes, maybe 30 seconds. Not too bad at all, especially for just the two of us. Anyway, well done. I am going to do a patented move here. Anytime I finish a quest, I always Farcaster, which is a free teleport back to base camp. And then basically I just hop into the bed and go to sleep. I'll give you guys a little nod of agreement there. Oh, looks like Jen caught up to me. And there's no better way to end a nice day's hunt than with a good nap. Alright, now that that's all finished, we just basically have to wait for the quest timer to go ahead and run out. You can see Jen there using basically what's called a gun lance in this. Whoa! Oh, I see how it is. A perfectly timed betrayal. I'm gonna remember that. No, I'm gonna remember it. Anyways, this quest is complete. Now, after you complete a quest, you of course go to the results screen, where basically you are given a bunch of items in relation to the monsters that you hunted during that quest. You can either send these items to your box, sell them, or put them directly in your pocket.
These guys have big pockets.
Yes, yes they do. Anyway, so here is our scorecard. Oh, we actually got a new record of length with this Rathalos. We got ourselves a king-size one, so I'd say that's a success. What about you?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the excellent commentary there. Anyways, that about wraps up this hunt, guys. Again, this was Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, the G-Rank Quest Rathalos Alert. I am TBL, that is Gen X100 or Rion right there, and thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Oh, nice, perfectly timed nod. Anyways, that about wraps up this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this hunt, but before we go, I have a patented exit phrase. I gotta get into the voice. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, then maybe you can hire the Hell Hunters.
What a loser.
Shut up. Anyways, that is it for this one, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed what you saw, and if you did, feel free to check out more on my channel. I'll have a lot more gaming videos coming up soon. Planning on getting some Battlefield 4 stuff up really soon after some more Mario Kart 8 shenanigans, because I am not done with that game. Anyways, that's pretty much going to be it for this one, guys. As always, I am TheBlackLink.
And I'm Jen.
You guys stay frosty.